Hello and welcome to Warwick iCast. In this week's programme we're focusing on how the university is raising its international profile. The Warwick Commission is a new body which has been given the task of discussing one of the most pressing problems facing the world today, trade. Since 2001, the Doha Round, a series of meetings aimed at establishing a sustainable worldwide trade agreement, is faltering, as the developed and developing worlds cannot agree a way forward. The Commission is bringing together experts from all sides to see if they can provide a framework to resolve some of the most difficult issues. It's been established by the University of Warwick's Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nigel Thrift.
I think that is most important is to have more universities looking seriously at pressing global problems. And that's what the Warwick Commission has been set up to do, and it will be doing it on an annual basis, starting of course with this particular commission on world trade.
I think it's a very good initiative to look at one of the most pressing problems that we currently have in global economic governance and to bring together a high-profile group of people from all over the world. I think this is appropriate and fits Warwick's profile.
The idea is to look at the contemporary world trade regime through fresh eyes. We call it a next generation commission, by which we mean that we've got some young scholars and practitioners on it, as well as some old and senior and established scholars. Our assumption is that there's a bit of an impasse in the world trade system at the moment, and one of the things the Commission wants to do is think about life beyond the completion of the Doha round of trade negotiations, to ask basically what other things are happening, what other things can be done, how can the WTO be made more effective in a wider context.
We deliberately decided to bring in a new generation of WTO thinkers. So it would be nice to see this new generation cooperating for the first time, setting up a bit the turf on which they all are, and beginning to identify our working method, of the sort of interviews we will want to conduct.
Oh, how do you do? Nice to meet you.
Warwick is an international research university, and that's crucial to its existence. So one of the things we're also trying to do with the Commission is also feed back into Warwick's image as really a global player.